yesterday. I think just starting into the companion, so I'm gonna go ahead and load that in. I believe that's where I left off, is where we were just getting into the companions quest line. We are at level 11. I do think we have a level up. I think we are in one of the areas that you have to do with BADGES. And we died yesterday and we lost 2 books, and I'm pretty sure we lost those 2 books. Somebody was supposed to check and let me know, but he forgot to message me, or he was just confirming it was 2 books, and I don't know if he actually went and looked through to see if we lost them. I, however, did not get a chance to go back through to look. So we're currently on the quest Proving Honor. It is the second quest in the companions quest line. So now that I have this up, I can actually go in and figure out what books I still have. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a check mark next to them so that I can actually physically see what ones I'm still missing from the ones that I crossed off from our current run, because these 2 are for a fact missing. I know these 2 that I had crossed off yesterday, I know they're not in my inventory right now, and I know I haven't dropped any books or sold any books. So I'm just going to quickly go through these and make sure there isn't any other ones. So there's this one, that's a letter, 3, that's a journal, this is a skill book, fingerprints is a common, 1, 2, and 3, letter, brief history of the Empire Volume 1 and 2, letter, death blow, there's a skill book, fall from glory. And again, I'm just double checking to make sure these ones are crossed off. Hey, Savvy! What was that? Quarter of Castle. Okay. And I'm just double checking to make sure, just check our list off here, because, us dying yesterday before the end of the stream actually made it where I think I lost those 2 books. Armor forging. How am I? I'm doing alright. I had to pick up my friend from campus and get her back home, because her grandpa's car's in the shop and that's who she lives with, so I had to help her out today. But other than that, I am doing really good. How are you doing this morning? Is it still morning? No, it's not. It's now 2:30. No dying allowed. Hey, I'm gonna try not to die for the next 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 2.5, because I have to get off at 5. So what's gonna happen tonight is I'm going to play until I have to go get Bella and Hayden from daycare, which is at 5. So then after that, I'm going to try and get on once Zach gets home. I didn't last night. I meant to. But Zach didn't get home until later, and it actually kind of brought my mood down really bad, so I didn't. So we're gonna attempt to do it tonight where we get back on. So going well. It's 8:30 p.m. Oh yeah, time zones there, bitch. Well, I'm glad you had a good day at least. Okay, song. Volume 6 and 7. Beef. Well, it was a decent day. Well, that's good at least. Uncommon taste. And Whiterun Home Decorating Guide, which is not considered on here. Okay, so after going through that list and comparing it to our 100% list, counterproductive, which is always good. Of course. So just looking off of what we have and what is considered what we have in the game, I was right. We are definitely missing only those 2 books. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I think, is when I get a book now, I think I'm gonna save a little bit better to try and stop us from running into this issue again. So I think by us doing that, it'll make it a little bit better. So that way we're not running into this problem again where we're missing something because we died. So I think that's what we're gonna do from here on out. Just to kind of stop it that way. Alright, so I gotta figure out where we're at because I gotta pull open the area map to make sure we didn't miss anything. I know there was a skill book in here that we picked up at the beginning. We're in Dustin's Cairn, which is in Whiterun. I can really smell that wax smell in their bedroom. Like, holy shit. I went too far. I went into 5. 6, 12. Okay. So, that's our current location. That was our entrance. I'm trying to see about where we're at in terms of the map here. So give me one moment to clarify we're in the correct spot. I think we are. I think we're in the correct area. So this area should be the burial hall. Roughly, this is where we should be at. So we should be good for the most part. I need a double. I needed to add something to my title. I forgot to add 100% run. So we got the skill book already because the skill book was the Battle of Sancretor or Tar, whatever it is, and however you pronounce that. We already have that book because I verified that we picked it up already. So the only other things we're looking for here is the word wall and our chests and loose gear. So we should be about where we're supposed to be. So we're just gonna keep going like we were yesterday. I'm pretty sure we opened this chest. I'm just gonna verify. Yes, we did, because it's empty. Alright, so I think we are about, in the, burial hall, because this looks holly. Haha. Giggity. Alright, verify that we searched this chest. No, we did not, but there is gold in it, so we're gonna take the gold. Why did I not take the gold yesterday? On 100% unmodded God of Elder Scrolls, right? So apparently I didn't get the gold in that chest, which means I need to make sure I go through our inventory with a fine-tooth comb here, because I may have picked up something we didn't need. Alright, so we searched this guy, because all we left in him was a dagger, so we're going to search him. And then we're gonna go to this chest. I think this is where we got, or I think this is where we walked out, because this is the one that was the master chest. And we already took everything out of that, so I'm not worried about it anymore. So now we can push on. Alright. So from here on out, I'm going to be sneaking again, because this is where we stopped when we died last. So now I'm going to go ahead and start sneaking again. And I'm sneaking again because we want to build up that sneak level while at the same time completing the area. And why are we doing that? Because, you know, sneaking is considered a skill, so we have to do it in order to get our 100% run. So we're going to work on our sneak while at the same time doing dungeons, because that's what works. And then we're going to just check in both corners to make sure there's nothing over on both sides. Well, there is, because there's a ingredient, 2 ingredients and a ring apparently on that table. And then we're gonna go ahead and go down. Even though I know there's not any enemies in this particular room, we're still gonna sneak so that we can go ahead and just build up that level. I'm gonna just double check. I did accidentally pick something up that I didn't need, which was the sword. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we did accidentally pick up a sword we didn't need, and it's fine. We'll just sell it. It's okay. We're going to check our carry weight, like always. Our carry weight's at 246 over 350, and so, honestly, we're okay, as long as I don't run into something that's too heavy, such as, like, something, meaning a weapon that's, got a high quality value, or that is, enchanted. As long as we don't run into something that's enchanted or high quality value, that's got a big carry weight, we should be alright. So we went ahead and killed both of these 2 Draugr while they were still asleep. Why? Because it's a lot easier to handle them when they're still asleep. Not really, just because I just wanted to build on our archery here. Alright, so remember guys, we're not doing 2-handed weapons yet. We're still on our 1-handed, so we're going to go ahead and do our burial urns. I don't need to keep an eye out. I do not need to keep an eye out for an unusual gem, because there's none in this area. We already picked up our collectible other than the word wall. So the only thing at this point we're looking for besides the end of this quest is our word wall. So we just got to keep that in mind. That's the only thing we're missing in terms of our run. So we're just going to keep going around. We're going to kill all the Draugr that, you know, are going to end up attacking us and scaring the shit out of me, you know. The usual. We're just going to keep going around. Crud monkeys. Alright. We almost missed this guy, so we almost just walked past this one and almost got attacked. Which is funny, because then we run into a silver hand. And now we have to hurry up and get our shield and our mace. And our shield didn't go up apparently, so now I'm about to die. So we're gonna hurry up and hit the select button and hurry up and heal. Because we ain't about that life. And Farkas is hitting him in the back, so that makes our process of killing him a little bit better. And we're going to keep an eye vigorously on our healing today, guys. We are going to vigorously keep an eye on healing. And Farkas just saved us for the win. So I really didn't even need to take those two potions right there that I just took before this guy went down. But it's alright. We still got a little bit of healing down. It's alright. Boo. Boo what? We didn't die? We almost died. But we didn't. It's Gucci. We're good. We're good, guys. We're good. For the moment. Alright, so we searched that silver hand. I don't think we had a chance to search him. We didn't. So we're going to go ahead and take his stuff. Funnily enough, us going through that small little battle with that silver hand did not awaken the Draugr right here. So we're going to go ahead and take him out now. Now, I would take them out with the mace and the shield, but it just seems a little bit more anticlimactic when we take them out with the arrow. Mainly because it also doesn't say I'm hitting the wall. It actually shows that I'm hitting him. No scary boo because you said you get jump scares. Oh, yes, I do. I do. Like, terribly. So, at least, you know, we didn't have that. No, honestly, it would have been funny if I had a jump scare. I think a lot of my old clips are from jump scares, from way back in the day. Not so much now. I think now it's more like stuff that happened that are funny. But I'm sure you can find a lot of my jump scares from like way back, like on my YouTube channel that I haven't touched in a while. Alright, so right here, I can actually take everything in this chest, so that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna go to this doorway. And now, before I walk into this doorway, I'm actually going to save. Why am I going to save? Because I already know this is a, area that it's gonna load, but I still want to save anyway. I'm trying to look at my loads right here. Alright. And I'm gonna do an actual main save now when we come out of a building. So that way, not only do I have the autosave set at the timer and when I go into another room, I also have an autosave and a quick save. So that way we have it pretty much every spot. And we have all of our bases covered. So now our level went up again for sneaking, which is good. But I'm still going to ignore my level cap because I want to make sure I finish this area first. Luckily, we were able to take one out. We're not going to be able to take this one out, and we're probably going to miss our block because, you know, I'm slow. And I should have been probably having my shield out first. Anyway, I'm going to die. Excusez-moi, we're going to take 25 healing. And I'm only going to do a light healing because this guy will probably die, whether by me or by Barkus here, where I can just use my healing magic and increase my healing magic rather than using a potion. So that's exactly what happened. And we're going to go ahead and heal. Now, I try not to use my healing when I'm in battle unless I absolutely need to, and if it's already equipped. However, I'm not going to pull out my healing and then continue to attack. I would rather go ahead and use those potions I have on hand in a quick jiff rather than, you know, freaking out because I'm not healing fast enough and they're outdoing my, outdoing my healing. Alright. So here's a book. It is Songs of the Return, Volume 56. So now we're going to go into our blue book, or our pink book. I'm going to find our Songs of the Return, Volume 56. I see that it's not crossed off, so I'm going to go ahead and cross it. And then what I'm going to do, like I said, whenever I find a book now, unless we're at a bookcase, I'm going to just save it. And I'm going to just do a quick save. So now I know that's in my inventory. I can go ahead and quick save. And then that means now I'm going to put a check mark when I quick save. So that way I can mark off that I know for sure it's in my inventory or it's in one of our homes. Which right now, we just unlocked a house. So we probably won't be putting them in Bree's home because then I'll have to transfer them all the way out to Lakeview. So I'm going to try and unlock Lakeview real quick. Now here's Songs of the Return Volume 2. So now I can actually put my check mark next to it because I'm about to save right after. And then I can recross it back off over my rewritten words of when we picked it up yesterday and then died. So now I'm going to go ahead and take it. There's nothing else for me in his inventory to take. And I am going to quick save. And I'm only quick saving because then that way I know for a fact it's going to be saved. And then that way I know it's there. And then when I come out of the dungeon completely, or out of the area, I will just manually save. Because apparently that's what we need to do now, guys, because I died yesterday and that was not a fun time. And that actually set us back a couple of books here. Alright, I'm just going to leave my sword and shield out, and I'm just going to stop sneaking. I should really use this pressure plate behind us to my advantage, but I'm not going to because I just want to go ahead and get some blocking off. Because our block is going to take the longest time because I suck at blocking. which is fine. It just means, you know, one more thing I get to work on. But we killed her, so that's fine. And that should have been both of them. And there should have only been 2. So now I can heal. Okay. And then we're gonna re-equip our sword and shield. And then I forgot to... No, I didn't. Okay. I was about to say I forgot to mark those off, but I didn't. Alright, then we're gonna search this chest. We're gonna make sure neither of these 2 platforms have something. And then we're gonna take their items. I just picked something up. I don't know what it was. I think it was his weapon. Which I don't know what it was. I think it was a sword. Alright, and then we're gonna check her. She's got some more arrows. We're definitely gonna take the arrows. We're gonna take the skeever, the gold. And that's all we're gonna take other than this book, because we do not have volume 24 yet either. So I'm gonna read it. Because we're gonna make sure it's not a skill book, right? However, I should say that we're not gonna read them unless I can find out if it's a skill book, if it's bought. However, I know this isn't a skill book. I was just, you know, more making it a point that I was reading it to make sure it's not a skill book. Whenever you pick up a book, if you're not buying it, always check it. If you find out that it's in your hand, you should check it. And then we're gonna save. And, like, always check your books to see if they're a skill or a functional. I would make it a point to always check your books, regardless if you know it is or not, just to double make sure. Alright. Now we move on. So I'm going to come to this little alcove on the left. I see there's nothing here. I do, however, hear these guys. Barker got her. And it was just her, because I don't... Oh, no, it wasn't just her. It is just her in this little alcove here. However, the other ones are past this doorway, so that's why you can hear other ones. And they're not going to be below us. Oh, wait, yes, they are. I lied. I forgot. You go around here. I forgot this wasn't the other dungeon. I know there's a dungeon where you look down and it's an area that you actually walk across above it. But this isn't that one. I always forget that this isn't the same one. Alright, so we got a dead Draugr right, or an alive Draugr right here. So we're just going to take the bow out. And we're going to just attack him with our bow. Because we're going to increase our archery. After a while, after you've played this game so much, the dungeons start to blend. And you'll think one dungeon does one thing when it's really another dungeon that you're thinking of. And I have that happen to me quite frequently. So you'll hear me talking about a specific dungeon, but it's really going to be a different dungeon, like this one. And I'm pretty sure the dungeon I'm thinking of that I was just talking about, I think it's actually part of a Daedric questline. Oh, and I missed. And I'm surprised he didn't get up because I missed. Interesting. I'm pretty sure the one I'm actually thinking of, I'm pretty sure it is a Daedric questline. But that, you know, like, after you play this for so long, they just tend to blend. Alright, now we got another silver hand friend. I'm just gonna, you know, quickly pull out my sword and shield. And then we realize, oh, she woke up a Draugr, because, you know, Harley forgot that one. And I apparently didn't block that.
Not impressed.
Alright, there we go, there we go. Wait, do enemies respawn after killing everything and going back way later? I can't say for sure because I don't normally backtrack that far. So, I know ingredients do, so I know when you pick an ingredient, that will respawn. I know the ingredients will. I'm not actually sure about enemies. I know if it's a bandit camp, they might respawn and be different bandits. I know those will. However, what you're talking about, like, are you talking about, like, for Draugr? Because if you're talking about the Draugr, then I don't think so. I think it's only, like, bandits and stuff. I think those will be the only things that would respawn. Well, and the animals. So, I think basically what you're asking is if all enemies respawn. In this case, no. It would just be your bandits, your animals, and, like, your run-of-the-mill kind of, like, your Falmer might respawn. No, I lied. Falmer will not respawn either. What am I thinking of? Forsworn. That's what I'm thinking of. So it'd be like your Forsworn, your bandits, your animals. Those will probably respawn. How much time will it take to respawn? It's hard to say. There is a spot on the Lakeview Manor property where if you go down the ledge, there is a little, like, shrine type thing. It's not a shrine, it's like a sacrifice table type thing. And the warlocks there, or the mages, or whatever, they will respawn constantly. It takes a couple in-game days for them to respawn, so that's why I'm pretty sure they respawn. But as far as, like, the Draugr, I don't think they respawn. Bosses do not respawn either. So, like, I had a game once where I had all but one Dragon Priest mask, and I could not find the guy's corpse anywhere. And I had to double check it because bosses, you know, hey, I need the mask, and it was gone. So I don't think it's the Draugr, the Falmer. I know the Falmer don't respawn because I have gone into an area where those are at, and they did not respawn anywhere. But, like, Skeevers, Wolves, Bandits, Forsworn, Vampires will respawn. So anything kind of, like, in that group of that kind of enemy, those will respawn. But not bosses, not Draugr, not Falmer, and I can't really say and not dragons, because you run into dragons so often in this game. At some points, you can run into them back to back. Like y'all saw yesterday, we ran into 2 dragons at once. So it's hard to say, oh yeah, like the dragons respawn, because you don't know if it's the same dragon, to be quite honest. Now, if you died, that same dragon might appear, or it might be a different version of that dragon, but it's probably not, you know, that's probably just because you died and it just happened to be the RNG at that point. But I can't say for sure the dragon actually respawns if you were to go to, like, a dragon location, if a new dragon respawns right there. I can't say that one for sure. But the other enemies, yes, they do. And it may be, a couple of, like, in-game days before the respawn happens. So, I mean, if you really want to try, like, testing that out, I would go to a different location, wait a couple days, and then go back to that location and then recheck it. I mean, that would be your only solidified way to check that. But bosses do not, I don't think. I've never seen a boss respawn. I forgot to heal. But the Draugr and the Falmer won't either. Dragons are questionable because, again, you don't know if it's another dragon of the same kind. Generally, it will give you a dragon, but it generally will be a different version. So, like, a frost dragon may then be a flame dragon instead. So, but, like, your bandits and stuff, those will respawn after, like, a couple in-game days. And I'm more repeating myself because I realized I disconnected there for a brief moment. So I'm just re-clarifying what I said because I don't know how long I was disconnected for. As a shorthand version of what I said. Because I don't know how long it was disconnected. It's been disconnecting all morning. Like, it disconnected on me like 6 times this morning. So it's my Wi-Fi. I have to find my cable that I have to plug into my laptop because my laptop doesn't have the Ethernet port, and I just have to run my Ethernet cable back into my bedroom for the laptop, because I have one for the Xbox. However, I don't have, because I don't have the Ethernet port in my laptop, I have to find the thing I use and then plug it into the laptop so that we can plug in the Ethernet cable. And hopefully it'll stop it from disconnecting so often, because it's getting very agitating and annoying. We're just gonna attack them from the rear since they've got Farkas's attention. Ah, the lance! Oh, I didn't pull it up in time. Alright, so in this instance, I'm gonna go ahead and take a healing potion. I'm gonna take this 50. What kind of laptop is it? I have an Acer Chromebook. So I have one of those laptops where I can actually bend my screen and it turns into a tablet. A very large tablet, and it's very hard to do anything on it. And I can't have Procreate on it because Procreate's literally only an Apple product. So that's why Zach got me my iPad. So, but yeah, it's an Acer Chromebook. I've had it now for 3 years, and I absolutely adore it. Oh, I forgot to take my potion. Or no, I've had it for 2 years because I got it when we moved down to Georgia. So I've had it for 2 years. I was holding my trigger. I need to take more. Son of a biscuit. I'm just gonna take a couple. Oh, I don't have my death counter. I don't have my counter on. Hold on. There we go. So now we've died 4 times. I should have picked up those books. We're going to double check that those books are still in here. So we've got Song of the Return 2. Okay. 56. 24. Alright. And then there should be another one, I think. No, these might be the only ones. Alright. So I think we're good, because those look like the only ones that were added. Yeah, these were the only 2. I swear I picked up 3 books, though. One, 2, 3. Yep, that was 3. Now I have an urge to spam Death Plus. No! Don't add more deaths. Oh, they activated a Draugr. Maybe by her chasing the Draugr instead of us. It's like not, I don't know why, but it was like it wasn't letting me hold my left trigger right after we got hit. So it wasn't allowing it to think that we were blocking when we actually were. Because I was holding my trigger down, so it shouldn't have had us get hit. But we didn't find any books down here, so I don't have to fully worry about that. However, our problem now comes into play of there's several silver hands in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and conjure our familiar to see if that'll help Farkas here. And then we're gonna pull our shield back up, and then I'm gonna stop sneaking. I'm just watching my health a little bit better. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm spamming this fucking select button. I hate this game. I swear to God. Oh my gosh. I love this. Like, I'm having a very bad love-hate relationship right now with this game. It didn't help that all of those went after those Draugr, and then it activated the Draugr all in that area too. Like that did not help the cause at all here. All right, so so we know for a fact that we have the books, so now I don't have to worry about the books. I just have to worry about the Draugr and the Forsworn here, or the Forsworn, the Silver Hands. So we're just gonna go ahead and take it like we did the first time. We're gonna take it a little bit quicker. However, Farkas is running ahead, so that kind of puts a damper on us taking it slower, because he's about to activate all of the Draugr and then all of the fucking Silver Hands. Oh, I flicked it back all the way. So that's what's happening. He's fighting the Silver Hands right now, and I'm dealing with a Draugr. Because I'm not about to activate a Draugr and then run into this problem again. I probably keep saying Forsworn. I'm really meaning the Silver Hands. I really run into Forsworn way more than I do Silver Hands. Even though I couldn't remember what they were called. I do, though. So it looks like they took out these Draugr right here. Farkas, turn around! Okay. I have to try and do this a little bit more, like, inconspicuously. And I keep hitting my, I keep accidentally hitting my sneak button instead of my run button as well. So now I'm gonna just, like, kind of have them in this little cavern here. Alright. We're gonna heal. I'm noticing once I get about half, that's when they start doing their main attack on me, and then it hits me a little bit harder. Woo! Oh, that was almost bad. Oh. I keep forgetting we have our, like, I always forget about the shouting. Especially when I don't use it very often. Like, I never use this one. I'm about to die. Oh, this is, like, so... One-handed weapons do... Oh, we'll do this one. Okay, we'll do this one, and then we'll do our healing. Oh my dear Jesus. We're gonna be out of fucking healing potions by the end of this area. I tried to make it where Farkas could at least, like, catch back up to us, and that's not seeming to be a thing either. Also, I've now activated another enemy, and I'm actually out of healing potions. I have one left. Are you prepared to die? Jesus criminy. To be fair, guys, I probably should do our level up now. So now I'm going to do our level up. I'm going to put everything into health. Because I'm freaking terrible, guys. I am terrible. Alright. So, we're going to look at our block, we're going to look at our one-handed, and we're going to look at our light armor. So, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to just see if we can check it. Yes, so we're going to do Armsman level 3. Because I completely forgot I had my level up still. You would think after that other death, I would have remembered it. Maybe I should do a no death run. Maybe that's what we need to do. Alright, so we put one into one-handed. Let's check our block really quick. We still need 40 for shield wall. Arrows that hit the shield do no damage. Power bash. We're going to go ahead and do power bash too. And those will be our 2 that we go for right now. Alright. So, we pulled them down into this hallway, because I figured if I pulled them down into the hallway, it would allow Farkas the ability to gain his health back, and then not have to worry about it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in that fashion. It actually hindered me, so let's go ahead and go through their stuff. Hopefully this is the other one. It is. Alright, so this is Songs of the Return Volume 2, so we're going to check it.
I'm known to be quite vexing. I'm just forewarning you.
Thank you so much for the raid, Waffles. Very much appreciated. Welcome, everybody, to Skyrim. We already have this book, so I'm going to actually just leave it into this person's body. Or this person's inventory, I should say. So we're going to just go ahead and leave this one because we don't need it. We already have it. So which means I don't have to do a quick save. Welcome, everybody. We are doing a 100% run on Skyrim. This is unmodded. I don't know if I said that already. If I did, I apologize. So this is 100% unmodded. The only things that are added are from the Creation Club stuff. So the Creation Club stuff adds like a few more spells and some zombies and stuff, which does not hinder any achievements that I may be missing, which I think I'm only missing a couple from the Dragonborn quest line. So unmodded. Yes, unmodded. Completely unmodded. I haven't played it in like a while. Yes. Woo, Vanilla Skyrim. Hey, once we're done with Vanilla Skyrim, we're gonna mod the crap out of it, because I have yet to mod it. We're just checking these dead Draugr. So our 100% run includes finding all the potions, the enchantments. I'm pretty much looking for everything with the exception of weapons and armor. I'm going to save that for when I do our PC run, which I plan on doing the PC run shortly after we finish the Xbox run. So that's what we're currently looking for in terms of our 100% run here. So far, we're not doing too bad. We have a death counter going now because now I've died 5 times out of stupidity on my part. And we're completely out of health potions. So that's where we're at, everybody. I had a mod that lets me mod, and I get the achievements. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to look into that. Yeah, all of the mods I found do not allow me to still get my achievements. The only thing I've found so far that lets me get the achievements is anything in Creation Club. That's, like, legit the only thing I could find. So I just kind of left it vanilla, besides the Creation Club stuff. Which, I don't really run into a lot of Creation Club stuff, so it hasn't been too much of a difference. It's just the adding of the spells that I have to watch out for, because some of those are there. So down here, we're just picking up some items. We're gonna go through this chest. It's adept. Hi, how are you? But thank you guys all so much for staying with Waffles into your raid. Your guys' OP. I wish mine was OP. We just restarted this. We just started this 3 days ago. And I haven't been feeling so low leveled since we started it. Like so far it is going smooth, I think. But us dying kind of set us back a little bit, I think. We're gonna go ahead and open this door if I would stop breaking lockpicks. I don't want to kill all my lockpicks, too. Okay. So, when we're finding all of this stuff, I cross everything off once we leave the area. So, you'll see me going into a little pink book that we have everything for our 100% run. However, if I run into a actual book, so, like, this says Ruin, so we're not picking up Ruin books. So if we run into a book that's actually like one we can read, I go ahead, I save the game because I've lost 2 already, and then I cross the book straight off right from that spot. So that's kind of what we're doing in terms of how we're keeping track of everything. I have everything written down that I'm looking for and that we're doing. But when we do our PC run, I will be having the weapons and armor attached with it as well. And miscellaneous stuff. Pretty chill. Yeah. OMG, I always want to restart, but once I do, I feel so weak. Yeah, it's making me feel very, like, out of my normal right now. But this is how I'm gonna feel on my PC too, because I don't normally play Skyrim on PC. I've always played it on Xbox. I think I've only played it on PC maybe a handful of times. And I've only gotten to like the first 10 levels because the controls for me is so much harder of a learning curve because it's just not something I normally play on. So when we start our PC run, it's gonna be a little bit different, I think. Oh, I didn't hit him. Thank you, Farkas. Thank you, Farkas, for defending my honor! Alright. So, we're gonna go back to sneaking. I forgot we need a sneak. We don't have our sneak level up as high as we need it, so that's why we are keep going. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for that follow, and also, Jess Wears Pants for that follow. Very much appreciated, you guys. And we're gonna keep our shield up, just in case. Even though they're skeevers. Oh, you're dead. I thought you were alive. Well, and thank you, Waffles, for the follow. Very much appreciated. So I'm going to check this alchemy lab to make sure there's nothing on it in terms of ingredients. It didn't appear to be. We're not doing heavy armor right now, everybody. We are doing light armor, and we are doing one-handed with shields. So whenever I see a heavy armor or a two-handed weapon, we do not pick them up. We just leave them unless they are enchanted or they have a high value. So you'll see me picking up and dropping stuff quite frequently in terms of armor, just bypassing it because we don't need it at the moment. We're just gonna check in there. This is a novice lock. We're gonna go ahead and lock it. You can hook your Xbox controller to the PC. Oh, I forgot about that! I didn't have a controller until I bought my Elite controller to do that, though, so that's probably why I completely forgot you could do that, because I haven't had my Elite controller for very long. Hi, Kylan! Hi! Did you have a good day at school? She lies. And with Windows 10, it auto sets it up. No extra program needed. I need to do that. WoW Gamer gets MVP? Yes! Yes, yes, 100%. Oh, I forgot we're not doing alchemy. I'm gonna wait to do alchemy until we get out of the dungeon so that I can go through our ingredients. I completely forgot about that. And thank you so much, WoW Gamer, for that follow as well. Very much appreciated. Oh, there's a skeever! What, Kylan?
I want to start doing soccer.
Ew.
Why?
What's wrong with you?
Because we played soccer at recess at school.
That doesn't mean you'd be good at it.
I know, but...
Don't let her play soccer, guys.
Please, I want to play soccer.
Why? So you can quit it like you quit everything else?
No.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay. Also, I want to go to Barnes and Nobles to see if they have any mango. So I want to get mango.
Do you see that I'm streaming right now? We're not going to Barnes and Noble, Kylan. No. You should have asked for it for your birthday. Put my squishy down. I'm streaming. Go away. And that's not something you have to ask me about, Kylan. It's something you have to ask Dad about. I'm not about to drive all the way to Barnes and Noble in the middle of Tallahassee and spend money we don't have. Sorry about that. So that's Kylan. Anybody who's been in this stream before should know that's Kylan. But anybody who does not know my stream, that is my 11-year-old. She apparently wants manga. I apparently didn't mute my mic. I thought I did. I apologize for that. Yeah, she likes to do that. And then she'll give me an attitude, like she just rolled her eyes at me because I told her no, so. I don't know if y'all saw that in the camera, I hope y'all didn't, but I do apologize that y'all had to hear it like that. But Mama don't play anymore. Because the thing with her is, even if you were to buy something like that for her, or allow her to do something like soccer like she wants to do, she won't appreciate it. She tried doing cheerleading a couple years ago, and she immediately quit. Rather than saying she didn't like it and stick it out until the end of it, she just quit without, you know, any reasoning to it. So it's not that I'm mean, guys, it really isn't. It's just that I know how my child is, and I'm trying to make sure I don't have a repeat of what I already had happen before, if that makes any sort of sense, you guys. Rockcom waited till the mobs were dead before I hit the button. Oh, okay. I need to put my shield and stuff back up. No worries at all. I follow a lot of moms. Yeah. I bet everybody in here has followed another parent and can definitely relate from seeing other parent streamers. But that's my 11-year-old. I have a 2 and a 1-year-old as well. My 2 and 1-year-old are actually at daycare. I run off of their daycare schedule rather than, you know, an actual my schedule type of thing. So at 5, I get off the stream to go pick them up. Which apparently I can send Kylan to the daycare too, because they take up to, I think, middle school age. Maybe a little bit into middle school age for working parents so that they're not home alone. But I don't actually know. I don't know what their age limit is for our particular daycare. Can't win with kids. 100% can't, bro. Like, Kylan... So, Kylan was originally with me and her dad. Well, then, you know, me and her biological dad ran into some issues together. We broke up, and then, like, my dad took her for a while, and then I had to fight to get her back, and then, like, you know, that was Drama City. And ever since, I just picked up armor I didn't need. And ever since then, like, this is just how she's been treating me. She's got that mentality in her head that whatever mom says or whatever mom does, it's wrong. Like, that's how she was raised by my parents, to believe that, you know, whatever mom says and does, it's not right. So that's basically what I live with on a daily basis. And I don't mean to bring down the fun of the stream, but that's just how my kid is. And it's not to be mean to Kylan in any means. She's a smart little girl. She really is. She's been on honor roll every single time that they've had it since we've moved to Georgia from Michigan. And I mean, she's a smart kid. She's just very, very attitudinal, and I think that has a lot to do with the age. It's okay. We're here to watch. And for you to vent to. Yes, thank you. And I appreciate everybody letting me vent if I need to. So that makes it a lot easier as well. Alright, so now we're getting our word wall. Finally. I'm going to wait to cross that off until we leave this area. I'm going to pick up our fragment. And then I'm going to stop sneaking because I know I'm about to get my ass kicked here. I'm going to save again. And the reason why I say that is because we've already died 5 times. And I'm not taking any chances. Alright, so I'm gonna start. I should have just pulled up my familiar at this point. I'm trying to take them one at a time. Hopefully that helps a little bit and ease my healing. That did not stun him like I was hoping. Killed him though. Alright, so that's 3. I'm gonna wait till they're all dead in order to search them because I don't want to start searching them and then get attacked. So we're just gonna go ahead and search them as we're... Where are you going, Mike? Why are you running? I'll go ahead and use our shouts a little bit more, I think, too. I'm just spamming my trigger. I'm not holding it because, you know, Mama ain't got time for that either. Plus, I'd rather spam it. I'm sorry, are they trying to leave? Did I say you could leave? I think there's some missing. I think the ones from the top haven't came down yet. There's a couple in the back too. Yep, there's one in the back. I think... Oh no. I was gonna say I think I should have added more into our one-handed to increase it, but there's nothing we could have done to add an increase to it at this point, because I'm not running 2 one-handed weapons, I'm only running 1 because I'm running the shield. I think if I would have ran a duel, it would be a little bit better. Maybe after our shielding's done. Can we do that? Maybe. We'll see. Oh no, not flames. We're gonna heal, because there's no enemies running at us right now. I mean, Barkus is chasing one, but Barkus is always chasing one. Alright, so we got our shield and our mace back out. Some more popping out. It should be like, I think this wave, I think this is the last wave. And I'm just trying to block as much as possible. Blocking's never been my strong suit in this game. I usually go for archery. I really don't even do 1 or 2-handed normally. I usually only do archery. Or, magic. And I'll answer that in one moment. I want to make sure I kill these guys before I answer chat again. Because I don't want to look away and die on accident. Because I did that earlier. Or I've done that already. He's glitched in the doorway, so that's interesting. And we're only at 37 for blocking. That's kind of rough on our leveling here. Alright, now we're gonna heal. I think that's all of them. Yep, none of the other doors are opening up, so I can go ahead and start searching. To be honest, kids are weird. They think no one else has been through what they have, and thus no one would understand them. The thing they don't know is everyone's gone through more or less of the same bullshit. Exactly, 100%. The other thing, too, is the same thing with parents. Like, some parents will experience other things that, you know, I may not understand, or that they may not. So like I may have something happen to me, but another parent will not have it happen to them, so they'll put like, you know, whatever input they can, and then you do the same back. But if a parent also doesn't experience the same thing as another, it makes parenting a lot harder too, because then, you know, it's just like, it's a never-ending battle between parents and children in general, but it's a never-ending battle between parents as well. So, like, with my kids, for an example, like, my kids, Bella does not like being with me. She would much rather be with Zach because she's a daddy's girl. So, like, while she's quiet and everything with me, but she won't cuddle with me. However, you know, Zach will say, well, why don't you get her to cuddle with you, and that'll quiet her down a little bit, because she just won't cuddle with me, because she's a daddy's girl. However, with our youngest, Hayden, who's about to be 1, I can bring her home from daycare and put her down for bed, because it's usually about the same time she goes to sleep, because I can lay her down at 5:30 for me, personally, and she'll stay asleep all night. However, if Zach were to try and put her down at 5:30 and think she's gonna sleep the rest of the night, she won't. Like, she only does that for me. So, like, I have different experiences with the kids than Zach does, too. So, it's kind of like that 50-50 kind of way, where you also have to take experiences from your significant other, or even, you know, other parents who deal with the same kind of thing that their kids may do. Like my sister-in-law's kids, they're very rambunctious, but they're very sweet children. So she has 2 boys, and her boys are hell-bent on climbing and, you know, doing their own thing and whatever. And I mean, it works for her because, you know, they're a little bit older too, so it works more in her favor than it would mine. So when I say, well, maybe Bella did something earlier that day, so I'll tell her, and she goes, well, you know, whatever, and say whatever she needs to say. But in reality, like, her kids probably haven't done what my kids have done. You know what I mean? So you basically have to try and pull experiences from everywhere you can. Some kids choose what parent they prefer. Yes, that's true too. Not being mean. No, that's not being mean. That's like hardcore truth right there. Like, every kid will pick whatever parent they would rather be with. We're gonna go ahead and do health, and then I'm gonna leave our perk for a moment because I don't know what perk I want to do. Hold on. I want to do one-handed. I don't have that unlocked yet. I was seeing if we had our axe one unlocked, since our axe has been, or the mace has been the highest thing we've had. I'm gonna go ahead and do custom fit now that I know we have custom fit available. I gotta figure out where I put my skill list. Oh, it's at the very end. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do one-handed, and we are going to do, or not one-handed, excuse me. We're gonna do light armor, and we are going to do custom fit. That way we get a 25% bonus for wearing all light armor, which we do currently have. Alright? And then as custom, we're going through all of the stuff we've unlocked. So in this case, we've unlocked a new shout, which is fire breath. But yes, Savvy, you were completely right. Every child will pick their favorite parent. In our case, Bella prefers Zach and Hayden prefers me. And Kylan doesn't really prefer anybody at this point. She is just basically like, who will spend whatever time or money on me that I can find. So with Kylan, it's a little bit different. And she's 11, so it's definitely a lot different with her. But y'all have to realize that Zach's also not her biological dad. Zach's her stepdad, but she would prefer to be, say he's her biological dad because he's been there for her since she was 5, 4.5, 5. So that's why Kylan will gravitate more to Zach than she would like her biological dad. So Kylan does technically have a favorite between us two, but hers is also more Zach than me too, so that also doesn't help us either. There's always that one you love more than the other two. Yes, that's also true. So for me, my favorite child is my youngest. It's Hayden. It was originally Bella, and that wasn't because she was the youngest at that time. It was because Bella was our rainbow baby. Because I had 4 miscarriages, and it took me and Zach 2 years to have Bella. And so Bella is our rainbow baby. And what a rainbow baby is, it's a baby born after a mother has miscarried or had a stillbirth, or something traumatic happens to another child. So she is our rainbow baby. And then we had Hayden shortly after, which Hayden we discovered I was pregnant with when I broke my leg. So that was, I think that's another reason why I bond more with Hayden, because I was still healing off my leg when she was born, but also Hayden's just a whole other vibe than Bella. Bella is our loud free spirit child, and Kylan is our leave me alone, don't come near us child, and Kylan's always in her room. She's actually like me, and her attitude's like me, so that's probably why everybody thinks Kylan and I are sisters rather than mother and daughter. So I don't really get along with Kylan. Bella and I know we get along, but Bella also, again, prefers Zach over me. And then Hayden's just so chill. Hayden will go to sleep and, stay asleep for a little bit, or she'll just crawl around, and then the only time, she'll actually show you that, she's hungry or anything is she'll make a little noise, she'll suck on her thumb, and then she'll go from there. But Hayden's just so laid back and chill, and then you get my louder two that are Bella and Kylan, and it's just like, I definitely prefer to be with Hayden a little bit more than I do the other two, because Hayden, I don't have to worry about her screaming, and the other two just, the other two, they scream quite a bit. Not that, there's anything wrong with them screaming, it's just that Bella's screaming is like decibel killing ear screaming, and Hayden's quiet, so I don't have to worry about her crying very often. And then Kylan also plays video games, so when she screams, you can hear her through the wall, and that's not always very fun to hear her screaming through the wall, but So what I did was I went ahead and crossed off all of the potions that we currently didn't have crossed off. I'm currently doing ingredients. We actually found our first thing of frost salts. Don't tell me I didn't write down frost salts. I did not. I apparently forgot to write down all of our F1s with the exception of fire salts. That's literally the only ingredient that is listed under F. And the Falmer ear, excuse me. Alright, hanging moss. But yeah, so that's just my take on, myself and my kids. I know I go on a little tangent off and on, but I do love my kids. I really do. It's just sometimes I just can't with them for a couple hours. And it's not because I don't love them. It really isn't. It's just more because, I'm with them all the time. And I think that's why us having them in daycare now is just so important, especially for their development, for being around other kids because of COVID. Not allowing them to really do much. So with them going into preschool, it's daycare, but they do like a preschool type regimen there. It's been helping, especially with Bella, because Bella doesn't actually talk, she babbles still. So it's actually helping her develop her speech. So that's another reason why I absolutely, adore them going to daycare now. We did our books. We don't worry about miscellaneous. We don't have any new spells. I already crossed off our dragon one. So now I'm going to go ahead and fully save instead of quick save. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and quick save too. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then we're going to go back to Whiterun because our area is cleared. Actually, before I do that, I cross off that our area is cleared. Okay, so that's Dustman's Karen. And then we check to make sure if it's a dungeon activity or otherwise. So we're going to check our dungeon activities. And these are all in alphabetical order, so I don't have to worry about fully searching for it. It is not. And then we check our dungeon quests. And that's also in alphabetical order, so that is also not on here. There was no unusual gems, so I don't have to worry about it. So then in our pink book here, I switch back to our companions quest area. It's still saying I have... Oh no, it's not. Never mind. So now we're going to travel back to Dragon's Reach. I accidentally hit the back button instead of the A button. Whoops-a-doodle. So we're going to go back to Dragon's Reach. A lot of research for the game. I have played this game ever since it came out. So what I did is I wrote down everything I would do for a 100% run. So this includes spells, ingredients, your alchemy effects, base and derived enchantments for enchanting weapons and armor, the Daedric artifacts, the books, common, functional, and skill, black books, dragon claws, captured critters, all of your quests, so main, companions, College of Winterhold, Thieves, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, the Civil War, Daedric, all of them, and then you get into your miscellaneous, your favors, and then you get into your hold areas, and also the DLC stuff. So I literally have everything written down, with again the exception of armor, weapons, and of course miscellaneous, which I am planning on doing for our 100% PC run, because I think PC would be a little bit more manageable for me to go, oh yeah, this is right here, because the PC, I'm not going to be fully looking up at it. I'll be able to look side to side too, so that's another reason why I didn't want to overextend it with the armor, miscellaneous, and the weapons. So that's another reason why I'm doing it this way. So now I'm going to go ahead and do our ingredients. We're doing our unknowns first. And we do our unknowns first because it will give us this. So then we go into our alchemy effects, and I double check to see if we've already got Fortify Conjuration, which I do, so I don't have to worry about that. You're going to bed, Savvy. Good night. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great sleep, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Do I plan on getting all the skills maxed out? Yes. Yes. So, it's gonna be a lot, but it will make me happy, because then I can finally say I have officially 100% Skyrim on both Xbox and PC. Oh, I accidentally did that. Oops-a-doodle. And then, guys, to top it off, we will end our Skyrim 100% series with it on the VR. So that'll be a treat for everybody, including myself, because that'll be funny. Because I'll probably trip and fall, and it'll be hilarious. Alright, so we already have Resist Fire. Don't have to worry about that one. Nightshade is not one. So now all of these should be unknown, because I haven't had Hanging Moss yet. So this is Fortify one-handed. We do not have this one, so I have to find it on our list. Okay. And then we just do this all the way down. And this is where it gets really tedious. I already have Magicka regen, so I don't have to worry about that one. This is where it gets tedious because it does take a while to get through all of these, only because I have so many ingredients. If I had a smaller batch of ingredients, it would be better, because then I wouldn't have to like go through everything as much. But this way, I discover as much as absolutely possible to do it. You've been tempted to get VR Skyrim, so you pick up this one annoying NPC and dunk them into some water. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Wait. Which NPC are we talking about, though? Because I can think of a few NPCs that I would love to do that to. Alright, so I have no more Hanging Moss ones to go through. Both of these are a thing, so I don't have to worry about Lavender at the moment. Get Whitecap. We do Purple Mountain Flower. Apparently my Whitecap wasn't known to any of these. Alright, so now I've gone through all of our ingredients. Well, now I have one of two things. Now I have to go through and double check them. So this Purple Mountain Flowers, I can't use with any of these. So then we go to Salt Pile, same thing. And then we go to Hanging Moss. We're going to do our most ones first. And then we go to Skeever, and then Whitecap and Lavender are last. And of course, Whitecap and Lavender go together, and it's the only ones. So then we do it. And then we quit Alchemy. There are a few, just don't know their names. I know them by their voice. The one definitely being the Cloud District guy. Oh my gosh, yes, him, 100%. Hey, Farnger, I need your thing. Go away. I need it. You're not important. I need it. All right. So now we're going into our enchantments. So I'm pretty sure we've already crossed off ice. We did, which means I already have its base enchantment, which should be of frost damage. So I already have of ice. So then we go to the next one. So our derivative will be Thunderbolts. So now I have to find Thunderbolts. Freezing, diminishing, Thunderbolts. Okay. Which means our base enchantment for Thunderbolts should be shock damage. It should be. It is. So now we have shock damage and we have the derivative of Thunderbolts. So then we get the Ring of Minor Squire. So we don't have Minor Squire yet. So now I'm going to check for it really quick. I don't know what it's considered as. Light armor. So I'm going to look by the light armor. And it's Minor Squire. So we cross that off. So if it's a light armor skill, it should be like Fortify Light Armor. And then we're going to check it. And yes, it is. Now, I don't have to check our shield, and why do we not check our shield? Because this is actually the shield we picked up when we first started the game. So, for this shield, we don't have to do anything with. This is one I actually enchanted myself. So, we just leave that one as is. And we can't do anything with it anyway, because there's nothing I can do with it. So now I can start selling stuff. Why can I start selling stuff? Well, because we already went through our inventory, we already did our spells, we already did our shouts, and all of that other stuff. So now we can start selling everything from our area that we just cleared. And why are we doing that as well? Well, I have the home and I have the White Run home, Breeze home, finally unlocked, and I'm trying to grab more rooms. So I'm gonna sell everything, and then I'm gonna hurry up and go talk to Preventus since he's right here, and I'm gonna see how much our one or two rooms can be. So we're gonna go to decorate.
I'll be glad to help you. And of course,
Alright.
now.
So we got about we got about 1,000 gold. I think it's actually more than that. So we're gonna do this first. We're gonna do bedroom furnishings.
Very well. Is there
Alright.
anything else you'd like
We're
to purchase?
actually gonna do a child's bedroom because I
Very
would
well.
much like
I'll make
to
you a
adopt my child.
Is there anything
I
else you'd like to
always
purchase?
adopt the same little girl, and I always adopt the one in Whiterun first.
Very well.
And then the second
there
child
anything
we
else you'd like
adopt,
to
it
purchase?
really depends on who I run into. Sometimes I will
Is there
get
anything
the
else
little
you'd like to purchase?
boy that summons Dark
Very
Brotherhood.
well.
Sometimes I'll get
Is
the
there
little
anything
girl
else you'd like
in
to-
Solitude.
Very well.
Or
Is there
not the
anything
little
else
girl in
you'd like to
Solitude, the little boy in
purchase?
Solitude, or I will get the little girl that is running around
Will you visit the
Windhelm.
Dragon's
Why would I
Den?
get the one in Windhelm? Because she's in the cold. So we actually did have enough for all of them. I thought I only had 1,000 gold, guys. We apparently have 4,000. So which means I had at least 5,000 to 6,000 in our inventory. So that's my bad. I thought it was only 1,000. I don't know why I thought it was only 1,000. But it's whatever. It's okay. We got it. It's cool. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead down. We're going to pass Jorvaskr, even though that's where our quest ends. At the moment, I'm going to actually bypass it. So I'm going to go and find our darling Lucia, who is right here.
Lady,
It's not letting me!
oh, thank you.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I was going to say, it's not giving me my option to adopt my
She's the only
favorite.
one that's been nice to me since
Yes,
Mom.
we're gonna adopt her. I'm gonna bypass her talking, and I'm just gonna go to.
Really?
I'm just gonna full on.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Yay.
All right,
Thanks, Mama.
and I like adopting them because once I take and go to sleep in a bed, it will give me the charity effect for it, which I will eventually end up showing you guys. And if you guys don't know this already, or if you haven't heard me say it, I'm trying to also use this stream to be like a walkthrough for Skyrim for those of you who probably never played it. So if you've never played Skyrim before, I definitely would recommend watching through my other 2 days worth of videos that I've done. I accidentally sold a minor stamina. Whoops, doodle. Because you might learn something that you're probably really stuck on, or even if you've played Skyrim and you're like, oh shit, like I've been stuck on this for a while, or I didn't know this was there. Like it's definitely fun to watch other people play Skyrim. I have learned a lot more since I became a streamer while playing Skyrim, or just watching other Skyrim streams. Just like with Dead by Daylight, I watch a lot of Dead by Daylight streamers, so I've learned a lot more playing Dead by Daylight as well. So that's another reason why I would suggest it. So if you've never played, or if you're trying to find or do something, then definitely go for it. Alright, so I don't keep my scrolls. I generally don't anyway. I didn't have anything in our miscellaneous that I accidentally picked up, so I didn't have to worry about that. We're not selling our books because we're keeping them for all of our houses for our bookshelves. I don't sell our extra ingredients. We actually use them. And then we're going to sell potions that we still have that I could not sell with Arcadia, which was just the frostbite. And then we sell the armor we don't need. And then weapons. So we keep all of our arrows because arrows have 0 carry weight, guys. And then these are the 2 swords I accidentally picked up. Alright, so pickaxes. Pickaxes you always want to keep in your inventory. You do not have to have it equipped, but in order to use it on a mine, to mine ore, you have to have it in your inventory, but you do not actually have to have it in your hand. So you have to keep the pickaxe in order to mine. So if y'all didn't know that, that's a thing you should probably know. So that's everything I needed to sell.
Do come back.
Because that's all I can sell. I do probably still have stolen items in my inventory that I need to sell. So now I'm actually going to bypass your Vesker again. And I'm going to hurry up and put all of that stuff in Bree's home. Because I need to empty my inventory here of all of my books.
It's everything I could have hoped for.
Mainly because I'm running out of weight limit and I haven't been putting anything into stamina. I've only put like two or three levels into stamina.
Take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do.
All right. So first, I see I have an active or an empty bookshelf. So now I can go ahead and start dropping books. So we're gonna store books. I'm not gonna start storing letters and journals yet. I'm only going to store the books. I'm actually going to put our journals and letters in a lockbox. Because we keep those as like, these are our technical little souvenirs from people either attacking us or us finding it. So now we have all of our books there. And now we can activate the bottom shelf and continue on putting books in our bookshelf. So we're bypassing journals and letters. And plus, it allows us to get rid of anything stolen. Oh, I keep forgetting to sell that. And also our treasure maps we keep. And now I can drop our Whiterun guide because I have bought all of the rooms that I needed to buy.
Mama!
So now I can come up here. Hey, Lydia. And I'm going to actually put in my letters and my journals. Because then this way, guys, we can officially start losing some weight here. Because we're actually finally at 179. These probably have like a one value weight limit for just the journals, maybe not the maps and the paper, because you know it's maps and paper, so that's fine. So then we're gonna go into our miscellaneous. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick, and then I'll tell you guys what we're putting in miscellaneous. I just realized I forgot I have the option to play a clip on my or play an ad. I forgot I had the option to do that on my Elgato, so I think next time I get up to use the restroom, I'm gonna go ahead and use it so that y'all can watch an ad instead of watching my BFX screen. For those of you wondering what I'm wearing something that's helping my back. I have severe back problems, so I'm wearing a band that goes around and it's tight, and then when I take it off, it relieves a lot of pressure that I'm building up because it's also helping me stay up straight. So if anybody's ever wondering what that is, that's what it is. Because I just realized that my shirt was up a little bit, but that's what it is. Alright, so I said we were going, thank you, Wow Gamer. I said we were going to go through our miscellaneous, but I'm actually going to wait for that for one brief moment. I'm gonna drop all of the stolen potions I have because I keep forgetting to do that. We're gonna drop this amulet of Zenithar in there because we don't really need it in our inventory. So now I'm back to, I'm completely down to 174. Sorry, Barkus. This is what I do every single time. You guys don't have to do this, but I would encourage it because it will help you lose some weight. In terms of the game, not actual weight. So this will help you drop some pounds that you may be needing to drop. So now I'm going to go ahead and create some ingots here. I'm going to just check all of them. So that's iron. I cannot make any steel. So now I'm going to go ahead and make all of the iron that I can make. Okay? And now we're going to do another thing. Now we're going to check our grindstone. We're going to see if we can increase. Well, we can't because they're already increased to the max of what I can. Because I don't have rank 60 to make any, or to increase it any further. I'm actually going to steal the workbench from Adrian. Thank you. And I'm going to increase our elven armor, or our elven gauntlets. I cannot do our shield because it's enchanted and I do not have that skill unlocked because it's a high skill level for smithing. I don't have leather. So now what I have to do is now I have to jack the tanning rack from her. Sorry. So now we're going to make leather. So now we're going to just hit create. And we're going to make all the leather. This should also help you drop or increase weight. Depending on what you're making leather from. So in this case, I think it increased my weight. Alright. So now we can officially increase our armor here. So what I'm doing is I'm going in, I'm hitting A, and then I hit craft. And then do you want to improve? Yes. So this is more like a basic tutorial if you've never made armor or, I'm sorry, if you've never increased your armor or your weapons. So that's the grindstone and the workbench. So then I'm going to check over here to see if I can actually make anything that's better than my current. Well, we're not wearing heavy armor, so I don't go into iron. I'm pretty sure this is less than my current armor. Yes, because if my current armor is leather armor and I just increased it, then yes, it probably is. So this is 14, 14, 25, and 53. So yeah, let's check that. So then we'll go with our apparel. So 19, 56, 16, and 26. So yes. Our stuff is still better than what is currently under leather. So we go to jewelry. I see I can make some amethyst rings. Or I can make an amethyst ring, a garnet, and some necklaces, and some other regular rings. However, we're not going to do that because I need to save my iron ingots for these particular items. And those are so that you can build your houses. Our first house will be Lakeview because I love Lakeview. I love where it sits. I love where it's, you know, what it's got surrounding it. So that's all we're going to do at that particular shop at the moment because now I'm going back to the house and I'm going to drop all of that stuff that we have. So we're going to go into our chest. We're going to take and go into our miscellaneous. And this is now where we drop our miscellaneous. So watch our weight. We're at 183, guys. So watch our weight. I'm going to go ahead and drop our soul gems too because we're not currently doing soul gems at the moment. So watch our weight just completely disappear right now. I mean, I don't know if I have any filled. You're filled. We're going to use our, I forgot our shield probably needs to be full. Alright, so we went from 183 or 184, whatever it was, down to 84. So that's why I'm saying you want to drop as much as you can. So I'm going to actually go into our inventory and refill our shield. Oh, it doesn't need to be filled. Oh, never mind. I was thinking it needed to be filled for some reason. So I can actually go ahead and drop that other soul. Those soul gems. So the two items that are still in our thing, other than our lockpicks and our gold, I cannot actually store. They are quest items, so those will constantly stay. Keys are weightless, and they're just in their own individual inventory space, so you don't have to worry about them. So we don't have to worry about those. The only book I forgot to sell is this one, so I have to figure out if I can sell it. It does not state it is stolen. I probably don't even realize that I keep bypassing it because it's a book. So now I can go ahead and sell it. All of our potions that we're keeping, I don't know why I can't sell that one, so I don't know. And then all of our apparel and weapons are what they need to be. So now I'm going to go ahead and save as I'm walking down. I'm going to also full save. And then we're going to keep going. I like it too, but I keep getting mud crabs in your pond. Oh no! I don't mind the mud crabs, honestly, because like I'll get one or two and it'll be like, oh hey little buddy. Or like when you can marry somebody, I will use my spouse and I'll be like, hey, go kill him. Go get him, champ. Alright, so now we can sell our book. And I'm going to double check to see if I can sell that. I can, and everything else just stays. And we're going to keep the cure disease because if we do end up happen to run into a vampire, I would much rather have that if we are not currently a werewolf. Because you cannot be both at the same time. Alright, I'm going to take a drink really quick. Alright. Now we can go turn in this quest. Because now I've dropped off everything I've needed to drop off in order to keep going. And it's been quite a while since I've had a light inventory. I think the last time we had a light inventory was near the beginning of the game. And that was because I hadn't had Breeze Home open. I literally just opened it yesterday before we got off stream. So that is why it took so long to drop all of our items. So now we get to come over here. We get to listen to them for a moment. And we're only streaming, guys, for another, like, 50 or so minutes. So we're gonna bust through as much as possible between now and then. And then, hopefully, when Zach gets home, whatever time he's getting home, or if I get the little ones down before he comes home, then I will get back on stream. So, it really just depends on if I get the little ones down or if he comes home, whichever comes first, and then we will be back on stream. So, while they're talking, I'm just gonna go through this. I am making t-shirts now, guys. If you guys want a t-shirt, or a custom t-shirt, I will have, like, I'll have main t-shirts up in a couple of days. I'm in the process of figuring out what I want to put on them first. If you, however, want a custom t-shirt, please DM me either Discord, Twitch, or Twitter and let me know, or even Instagram if you can get on my Instagram and message me, and let me know what you would like, and I will price it for you. I'm selling shirts for $20. All of our resin is ready to go. If you want a custom resin order, again, let me know. You can get them in a variety of colors and a variety of shapes. You can also now get Dungeons and Dragons dice. I just have to put them up after I refine them a little bit. Otherwise, they're done. I just need to fix them. And when I mean fix them, I mean I have to fill a couple of air bubbles and then they're good to go.
Some take to it more than others.
Also, don't forget, I make bath bombs. I have hand sanitizer, and now I also have lotion that you guys can buy. As well as wax melts and soaps. So if you guys want any of that kind of stuff, you guys are more than welcome. Everything is pretty well priced, and it's free shipping. I just wanted to bring that up because I didn't bring it up the other day, and since like I'm on here now a lot more than I used to be, I can start like promoting it a little bit more. It's not an obligation for you guys to buy anything, it really isn't, but if you guys do want something customly made, please let me know. I'm always open for commission, so just keep that in mind if y'all ever want or need or see anything that may tickle your fancy. Alright. Now they're done talking, so which means now I can stop talking about our shop. But that is our shop. So if y'all want anything that I make or anything from, you know, my stream, that is what you go to, is to the shop. So now we can cross off this companion's quest, and I keep passing it, which is Proving Honor. So we can go ahead and cross Proving Honor off. And then we're going to pick up our next quest. So I'm going to just go ahead and give it...
And if you want to keep having ears,
no, I'm going to go ahead and get Ayla's because I keep jumping in instead of hitting B.
Has asked for our help. It seems that a predator has invaded their home, and someone needs to clear the beast out. Be cautious. Beasts are not nearly as predictable as men. Give the thing a quick death.
Oh shit. I forgot I had to look up the ones that are only available during a specific quest line. So hold on. I have to double check which ones those are. There's side quests. I just want to make sure, like, I'm not bypassing these ones. No, so it has to be after the Silver Hand has been completed. So there's 3 of them. But before Blood's Honor. Okay, so we're good. Yes, we're good. Alright. I just had to make sure that's what we were doing. Alright, she gave me a quest. Where did it go? It's way... Are you serious? Kill the Saber. Yeah, she's serious. Okay, so now what we do is we look in our area map locations for Half Moon Hill, because we're looking to see if there's anything here that we actually need to take. So I gotta figure out which hold it's in, which it looks like it's in Falkreath. And maybe Whiterun. We're gonna double check that if it's in Whiterun after we check Falkreath. So it's called Half Moon Mill. It is in Falkreath. So Falkreath, guys, is hold 8. Whiterun is hold 6. So I have to go to the Falkreath hold. Okay. And then Half Moon Mill will be 8.11. So your 8 is your hold number and your 11 is your map number. For those of you looking at a Skyrim map, that would be its number reference to where it is on the map. So when I look at this one, I see it's got 2 related quests, which are both Dark Brotherhood quests. So I have to make sure I don't mess with whatever for that quest line. It's considered a lumber mill. It's got 2 crafting stations, and there is a locked chest on the inside. However, there is nothing I actually need for it or from it at this current time. So when I get there, I can consider it clear once I leave the area. So we're gonna actually fast travel to these stones because they're the closest. And I didn't mean to, like, you know, push my shop on you guys. I really didn't. But I just wanted to make sure I got it out there that people knew what we had for sale currently, because I did add new items. So I just wanted to make sure that was said. Alright. So this isn't actually a location on the map, but it is considered like a miscellaneous type quest. So we're going to bypass it. We're not going to steal her chest, because if we do, she will start attacking me, and I'd rather not get attacked right now. Now, for our 100% run, I am trying to do our quests first, and then do the area around it, and then go to the next area. So that's what we're kind of doing. So right now we're doing Whiterun. So we're doing Whiterun quests, which means we're doing companions. So that means we are trying to bypass all of these areas in Falkreath that we are currently passing. Okay. So we're going to kill these wolves. I forgot to pick up Lydia. I don't even know where Lydia was at, to be quite honest. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to discover the area and then quickly go back to Whiterun and pick up Lydia. You know what? Actually, never mind. Never mind, we're not gonna pick up Lydia. We're just gonna go. I mean, I should really pick up Lydia, though. I should in case of a dragon. See, this is why I say I really should get Lydia, because if we run into a dragon, I'm gonna be sitting here for a while doing it. And I really don't want to be sitting here for a while fighting one solely little dragon. Oh?
Wherever the danger you speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any danger,
Interesting.
and we will hunt you down.
Alright, we're gonna harvest that bird's nest. And as you can see, as I'm walking, I'm trying to pick up ingredients that are kind of close by the edge of the, I mean, I'm doing a really shitty job at it, but I'm trying to get around it. We're trying to pick up ingredients, so we're gonna attempt to pick up ingredients when it's in our line of sight. A nice little horsey is trying to help me. And now we are going to heal, and it's considered stealing if we take the horse, so I'm not gonna take the horse. So we're just gonna leave the horse alone. As much as I would love to take it, we're going to leave it alone. So we still haven't found any more books, which means we're not gonna save, which means we're not gonna cross anything off, because remember, we're not gonna cross anything off unless it's a book when we're first doing something. And we're only going to cross off books until we finish a quest or an area, and then we go through everything. I was about to say, if you do not take more than one hit, there's a problem. You might take more than one hit. Nope. Still one. And the best way to search a skeleton is use the rib cage or their skulls. That will be an easier way for you to be like, oh, like, I need to do it this way. That way, you're not confusing one with another. That's the only reason why I'm saying, that's the only reason why I'm bringing it up, because I know it can be confusing. If you've already searched a specific skeleton, and you just can't figure out why you're still looking in the same inventory, that's probably why. It's that their limbs might just be too close to together. The horse came to the rescue and was asking to be taken. I know, Scoop, but I just couldn't, and I actually love that you came in here. I feel so happy you came in. Alright, so we're just pressing on. I really wanted, if the horse hadn't said steal on it, I probably would have taken it. I just didn't want to steal it and, like, somebody be around and it give me a bounty, or, like, it end up running away because it's stolen. So if I were to stop somewhere, it might, like, come right back to me. Or not come back to me, it'll probably stay and run back to its original owner. Knowing my luck, that's what'll happen. And all this stuff is going, oh, it's not saying steal. Interesting. That's interesting. Normally this area tells me it's stealing. Because it's a lumber mill. Is it because the saber cat's in it? I wonder if it's because the cat's in here. Besides riding a horse in this game, is like walking around drunk. Hey! Until you are walking around in VR, then it's like, holy shit, what am I doing? So what I want to do is I kind of want a treadmill or something for when we do Skyrim VR, because then maybe I can lose some of my fat. Alright, now we're gonna heal. We took a chunk of healing out of our health. Alright, I'm gonna just check their shit now. Oh no, these stay steal. Crap. These stay steal now. So there's a chest. I kind of want to look at the chest. There's gold. It's stealing them. I'm trying not to get a bounty. It's like so hard for me to do this without stealing something. And the only reason why I do have those stolen potions is because those are from Anissa's cabin and you kind of killed the bitch. So that's why we have that one. That's why we had those two or three stolen potions in our inventory. It was because I had to kill her because she attacked me. So I had to teach her a lesson. Don't forget, y'all, our Skyrim sub badges are officially up. So if you sub, you will get an amazing looking sub badge. And it is in the shape of the dragon for Skyrim. Alright. So we made it back. That wasn't really considered what I would say is a reason for us to search our inventory, because I think we only picked up 1 or 2 items we may not have crossed off yet. So I'm going to completely ignore our list right now. I'm just gonna flat out ignore it until we find something or we finish a quest. So here's Ayla.
Don't let them
I accidentally hit the back button again. I do that every time. However, we do
Pets
cross
are
off
the
the
men
area,
with their
so
hearts
we
full.
are actually going to
It's
cross
good to
off the
have another
area we
quick-eyed
just
shield
finished,
sister in
which
the hall.
is Half Moon
Come to me
Mill.
with any troubles.
And then we are going to go to the companion list because we are going to cross off that we did animal extermination.
I'm sure that the owner of that
And there's
place is
only
relieved.
2 animal
They certainly came
extermination
through with
quests.
the
There's
corn.
1 and 2. So we can go ahead and cross off that we did animal extermination 1. Alright. So now we can get another quest. I don't want to do Ayla's,
I'll
so
take my
let's
leave.
find a new one. Ayla's is usually hunting, or, you know, killing some sort of beast in a home. Like, that's usually hers. The boys will give me, like a vampire one or something a little bit more extravagant to deal with.
Are you feeling all right, dear?
So, I mean, going to Vilcus and Barkus is probably a lot more steady than me going to Ayla. And it's not giving me the option to speak to them in that section, so we're gonna just look for them. What time is it in game? It's 5:02 a.m. in game, so that means they're probably in their bunks. And here is Farkas.
You've
Yes, I
returned.
have. Wait, we've already done a Farkas quest.
Until next
We have
time.
to do a Vilcus.
You've returned. Skjor was looking for
No!
you. Talk to him before doing anything else.
Seriously? I need to stop hitting the wrong button.
Skjor says that. Skjor was looking for
Fuck!
you before. Talk to him before doing anything else.
It better let me do these other 3 before doing that one.
There you are.
Not this one. I have to do this
Yes.
quest first in
I have
order
something a little
to
different
do
planned
these
this
other
time.
2 that are only
It's not
for
for
in
everyone to
between
hear.
the next 2
Meet
quests.
me in the Underforge.
So I have to do this one, and then I
We will
have
speak more.
3 of the radiant quests
I
in
forget
between
you've never
them
seen it.
that I can
Meet
only
the
do
Sky
between
Forge,
this quest
where your
and
works.
after this quest is finished,
door
and then
is
the
hidden,
next
I
main
will show you the
companions
way.
quest. So I only get
I wish more of
those
our ranks
open when that
asked us
happens,
questions.
so I'm actually kind of
Started
glad
seeing
that
the
this one's coming up,
companions
because
as a
then we
kind
can
of family.
hopefully get through these 3.
I've battled next to
So
every
we'll
man
see,
born
guys. We'll
here,
see.
And the bonds of sweat are stronger
I have
than
to check
those
what
of
time it
blood.
is. It's 4:19.
I would trust anyone here with my life.
Oh,
There's more
Scoob,
than
if
I'd
you're
say
still
for
in
the
here, I don't know what
military
time he's
race.
coming home tonight, so I don't know what time we'll be playing Overwatch. Hold on. Sorry, a friend texted me. She's not in school right now because they're having COVID-like symptoms and they're not allowing them to go to class with COVID-like symptoms.
Not now. The Underforge, tonight.
Okay, is it gonna make me, like, wait? Oh, I went the wrong way. Alright, so now we're gonna go to where the Underforge is. It's telling me to follow him, but... Roger that, yeah. He's saying that he's not gonna be out during, Monday through Thursday now until, like, 7 or 8 o'clock at night so that he can have Fridays off, along with his weekends. So, I don't know what time he's gonna be home. Is it gonna let me in here? Or is that still a no-go? Come on, let me in, let me in. I don't think it's gonna let me in, it's considered morning. So yeah, I don't know if you and us will be able to play all together Monday through Thursday now because of it. Oh, Scooby's our buddy that we play Overwatch with. He's my bestie. So that's what I'm letting him know. I'm just letting him know that Zach has to work,
prepared?
so we probably won't be able to do
This is no
Overwatch.
test.
Yeah, for today.
This is a gift.
it-
Come inside.
Did I get my pixie sticks for today? No. I have, like, all of them are in all of them are in the bedside table, but I didn't get my new stuff ordered yet. Well, I have it ordered. It's just not done yet.
She's agreed to be your foreman.
If that's what you're talking about. I lost weight the easy hard way. We're gonna lose weight the easy way. We're gonna use Skyrim and our Fitbit.
We do this in secret because Codlac.
I'm kind of curious to see how much walking we will literally do on that. I kind of don't want to fast travel anywhere because I want to see how far we can go.
So we take matters into
Oh,
our
your appendix exploded? Oh no!
Join with us in the shared blood.
Oh no, that,
Are you
yeah,
prepared
that
to
would
join
suck.
your spirit
That
with
would
the beast
definitely
world,
suck.
friend?
I feel so bad that your appendix broke or exploded. And doctor found colon cancer. Oh no! That's not good. Oh my gosh. Now I feel bad. Like, that's so scary. So, are you in like remission, or are you like going through chemo or anything? I mean, obviously you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, or tell me or chat. Alright, so we're gonna let this ride out. We're gonna actually go into... I kind of don't want to go into the forge, never mind. I want to let this whole... I have to, never mind, because I can't climb the wall. I don't want to be seen as the werewolf, because if we're seen as the werewolf, we will get attacked on sight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the escape route. My appendix separated, the colon cancer, so it was just scoop it out, went through chemo, just had a CAT scan to see if it was done, and I can get my ileostomy reversed. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you feel absolutely amazing. I hope, you know, like, you stay healthy at this point forward, and, you know, I hope your cancer, you know, backlashes into remission, and that you don't have to worry about it anymore, because that's so scary. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. Could not even imagine that happening. You went vampire though? I have only gone vampire once, and that was for the achievement, and I hated it. There's a reason why I hated it too, right? So, you have to get all of their skills done, and I didn't like turning into a vampire because their abilities suck. Just saying. Numbers never dropped, unlike most people.
Starting to think you might
My hair grew faster, not lost
Yours
it.
was not an
I mean,
easy
that's really good though.
transformation, but you're still
I
alive,
really,
so
really hope
congratulations.
like
We
that's
even
like
have
the
a
end of your
celebration
cancer
planned.
journey, because that
There's a
A
pack
is
of
scary
werewolf
and B
hunters camped
like
nearby at Gallows Rock.
cancer
silver
hits
hand.
my family
I think
hard
you've met
because
them.
like a lot of people in my
We're going to
family have
slaughter
had it and died of it,
all
so
of
like
them.
I really hope that doesn't happen with
Lead
you. Like
on.
my father-in-law died of
Skira's
prostate
already
cancer, so
scouting
I can't even imagine.
You were born into
Modded
the pack
so my
system.
vamp doesn't suck.
I understand
Oh,
The
boo.
first
That's
time
why.
is always the most
See, I didn't even...
intense. You gave us
MVP
even more
right
trouble
here,
than
guys.
Farkas did in his
MVP.
first term.
So now we're just gonna talk to
You
Ayla.
have the Just be careful where you do it. Some cowards in this land can't stand the sight of glory before them.
But yeah, I really hope that, you know,
Nothing.
your
until
cancer
you
journey is
choose to use
over
it.
and, you know, you can
Then, well,
move on past
got a
it, move
taste.
forward.
Stronger, faster. It doesn't last long though.
Or
The
it
blood
gives
of
you
your
the
foes
strength
can
to,
sustain
you
you,
know, just
if
fight
you
like
can
hell and
use
keep
it.
going.
The
Whichever
more
way you wanna
feed,
put it.
the greater
Both
our
are
powers
positive,
will
though.
grow.
My
We could
appendix made
perhaps
sure the
discover
colon
even
cancer was
more
found about
gifts than
6
her
years
sins.
before it is usually found. That is actually, like, amazing
Cure.
then.
Huh.
So, like,
You're sounding
in
like
long
the old
run,
man.
it was actually
I-
kind of a
I
good
shouldn't
thing
say
that
that.
your appendix
I love
exploded.
Codlac. I respect and
It
follow
sounds bad
wrong
saying
on
it,
this.
but in
It's not
reality,
just-
that's what it is. Like,
We're
it's
made into
actually a
the
good thing it
greatest
kind of
hunters in the
exploded,
land.
because otherwise, you
He's
probably
worried about
wouldn't have
some
known
mean,
until,
slimy
like,
afterlife
end
and
stage,
sorry
and,
about
you
it.
know,
He's free
they're
to
still
pursue.
trying to find
I'll
it.
take the glories
So,
of the hunt right here.
it's like,
The
yay,
silver
and
hand
it's
has
like,
taken over
shit
the
at the
fort at
same
Gallows Rock.
time. So, I
Always
get
makes
it
such
now.
easy
I
prey.
get why you said that it was good and bad.
Until next time.
For when you lost your weight. Or the easy or the hard and the hard way at the same time. Excuse me, not easy and or not good and bad. But now I understand why you said it that way. Alright. So now we're gonna find out our area. My body walled off my stomach and detonated a healthy appendix. Yeah, I definitely see that. Because, well, really, your appendix doesn't do anything. I mean, it kind of does, but it doesn't. So, I mean, really, you have to look at it like on the side of, well, shit, I had to get my appendix to burst in order to find something that could have killed me, but at the same time, like, appreciate that your appendix burst because it saved you from the cancer. I guess, like, that's just how I think of it. You probably see it as a different way, but most people usually think differently than I do because, like, I'm weird and I'm generally not an optimistic person, so y'all should be happy I'm pretty optimistic right now. Alright, so now we're going to Gallows Rock, which is what we're in front of, and that is in East March, so we have to hold 7 in our area map. And Gallows Rock is 7-2. So the only related quest to this area is our current quest. It gives me the recommended level of 6. It goes into that it's a dungeon bandit camp. It gives us crafting, and then it tells me my collectibles, which is a one-handed skill book, which is the importance of wear, which we already have, and the last scabbard of Akrash, which we do not have. So really the only skill book I'm looking for in this instance is that smithing book. That one-handed book, it does not matter to me because we already have it. So that's the only book we're looking for. And there's no word walls, there's no treasure maps, there's no unusual gems. Like, it's literally only the skill book in this area. There's a couple tanning rocks, and that's about it. So when we're going through this area, the only thing we're gonna try to keep in mind is that skill book. Doc said there was no reason for your appendix to burst, much less look like a grenade went off in there. Your body has a weird way to deal with cancer. Yeah, the body, like I said, the body acts with cancer so differently with everybody. So it really just depends on the way your body handles it as well. But I'm really glad that, you know, they were able to find yours before anything else too bad happened. To you in that case, if that makes any sense, and I hope that doesn't sound bad at all. That is a book to get. Yes. Yes, it is. Come back, buddy! I want to kill you! Oh, he's right there. Shit. Oh, that skill lied to me. Oh, yeah, I didn't have that one unlocked yet. I searched his body, right? Yeah, I did. Alright. So, we're only picking up what we need, which in this case are the arrows, which arrows have no weight limit, so we always take arrows, guys. And any gold we find. And then any ingredients. So we're finding anything we can find that is of use, or it goes with our 100% run. And then we're gonna hopefully, like, just not die again. Alright, and we don't need the great sword because it's a two-handed. Sorry, was that a satchel? It was a satchel. I thought it was a potato. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and check up here. There might be a chest up here. Apparently my body is proactive and pro-destructive. That's a good way to put it. That is a very good way to put it. Alright, so we ran into an orcish bow. It is a damage of 11. So we're actually going to look at this. Ours is a fine bow. Its damage is 10. We're actually going to take the orcish bow. And we are going to unfavorite the previous bow and favorite our new one. Alright. Because this one is a lot better, or it's not a lot better, but it's a couple points better than our other one. So that is why we're taking it. And I'm just looking for a way in, which we found, and then we go and we get a chest. And as you guys saw, I went off to the right side of this giant dome, and we found the adept chest right here. So that is how I found this chest. I was mostly just looking for a doorway in to see what was in here. I wasn't actually thinking there was a chest or anything in here. And then we just try our hand with the lockpick, because we all know it might take me a minute. I'm waiting for my phone to tell me it's time to go, so once that happens, then we will say our goodbyes until later today. Right now, we still are looking like we got a half hour, so we're okay. I'm gonna check these barrels because I don't remember checking them. I apparently don't need to check that other one because it's empty. So we're gonna do this. Bows can be improved just like other weapons at the grinding wheel. Yes, everybody, just like WoW Gamer says, you can improve your bow at the grindstone. That is why my current one says it's fine. Fine. Just like the steel mace says fine. This is how you know that it can be upgraded as well, is because it says it on the mace as well. Alright. So this area always trips me up because I always lose a corner or two here. Same time zone. Yes, I am in Eastern Standard Time. I think I actually have a command that will tell you my time zone and what time it is in my area. I think I have a command that does that. Ayla, get out of my way. I really don't want to use my shout on you. Get out of my way. Thank you. Let me pull the chain. Alright. And then we keep going. Alright. So we should run into one or two in this room right here. I think it's two. Can never remember. I don't need the cheese. It is two. I accidentally hit sneak. Ayla with the hit. He went down too quick. So now we're gonna check their bodies for their souls. I'm just kidding. We're gonna check them for stuff that they have. Actually, he had a shield on him. Ooh, his shield's 21. Oh, never mind. Ours is 21. Thought ours was higher. Alright, so we can actually take everything in this chest. That is a heavy armor shield, so we can't take that. I mean, we could, but we're not doing heavy armor at the moment. That's the way we're gonna go. That's an empty barrel. I'm actually gonna reshut that door, so I know what door we're going in. Actually, I should have kept it open. Crud monkeys. Then we're gonna see this poor
Dead one, isn't there?
Poor dead werewolf. And the only thing we're gonna take off this werewolf is his human flesh, because it's an ingredient, which is completely
Nobody
disgusting.
we know by the smell. Some can't separate.
Alright,
the
so then we're gonna check over
themselves.
here.
Go feral.
We
This
have
poor
some
soul
garlic
can't
and
do
some
anything.
lavender,
We should keep moving.
and that's it that we need over here, because there's no other books or anything. So then we can come over here. These are ruined. We're not taking ruined books. I'll make sure I don't accidentally pick up the ruined books. Ooh, I missed a sack. Giggity! Missed a sack. You can talk to them and tell them to move, unless that's a mod in my game. Not sure. Never started a vanilla Skyrim, went straight for mods because I don't care about achievements or trophies. Bethesda games always need mods. Ain't that the truth, though? Oh, my lands. That's so true, though. 100%. That might just be your game.
No surprise. They keep
Because I don't think I can talk to bandits or anything. Wolf pellet is used to make leather straps, which is used for handles on swords. Actually, it is used to increase your armor. Although you can use it for increasing your weapons too, that's true. Alright, we're gonna bypass that trap because I'm gonna try and force him into it. Ooh, there's two of them. Come on. Oh, they didn't touch it! Oh, they didn't touch it! Run for your life! Run!
Run, bitch! Run!
Oh, fuck! And I put it in third person on accident. I didn't mean to. Oh! We're gonna die because I put it in third person. Oh, my lands! Oh, shit. We're fucked. on us. Oh my god, we're fucked. This is why I was so hoping he would run into that freaking thing. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Run away, Ayla. Okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Oh, this is so hard, though. And I can't. Like, my healing can't keep up with their damage, and that's destroying me right now. Oh my goodness, guys. I know he's shooting at me, but I need to heal. And now I'm out of magic. Oh my god. This is so bad. I would never, in the history of me playing Skyrim, have ran into this problem. Like, ever. I'm sorry. You're not losing health. I don't understand. Excuse me? Go down, go down, go down. Fuck! Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. Come on, die. Die, 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 please. Yes, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, that was way too close for comfort for me. Like 100%. That was a little close. Oh, that was intense. That was almost incredibly bad. I actually now have to take food in order to, like, use it for healing. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all, everybody. That's stamina. Oh, I don't foresee this going well at this boss battle. BRB. Alright, well, gamer. You're fine. Go do what you gotta do. Oh, I hit A. Oh, I just picked up something I didn't need. Oh, potion of healing. We need that. But we don't need what I just picked up. I don't even know what it was. Oh, the clothes iron. Y'all, I think for the first time in the history of me playing this game since it came out, I think I actually have to buy healing potions. Ew, that sounds weird even for me. Alright, for right here, I actually unlock these because it will bring up your lockpicking skill. That is the only reason why I unlock these, not because, you know, they're dead or anything. I literally just do it for the skill. Because I can clearly search him while he's behind there. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, you fucking bastard. Oh crap, did I just pick up? I apparently picked up a scroll at some point. I don't know what I just picked up other than that human flesh. Ruined. I don't want that. I want the canister. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna go back down this hallway. That guy is alive, so I'm gonna leave him for last. I'm going to pick up this cure disease and this wheat. And then I'm gonna pick up this bread, this cheese, because I have absolutely no way to heal other than food at this point. And now we're gonna unlock this door. Alright. And then we're going to pick up again the food. That's mead. Skull, those are ruined. And that's a pickaxe, which we already have. And then we're back to where we started. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to unlock this wolf from his cage. And he will attack me. I think he would still attack me even if I was a werewolf, to be quite honest. I need to stop putting myself in third person. I feel like I get one or two good hits and then I get smacked. No, no one's here. Don't know what you're talking about. No one's here. Welcome back, gamers. Welcome back. I may have done and fucked up. Alright, we're gonna switch what arrows we're using too. These are the better ones I have. 8, 10, 10. Yes, they are. Nope. Oh, shit!
You won't get the best of me.
Come on. Let's go.
Iron belongs to the North.
You'll need
Oh, he died. Come on, buddy. I just want you to die! Thank you. Thank you, no problem. Alright, we did level up, guys. So you guys know what that means. We're putting it in health. We are 100% putting our point into health. Alright, now I gotta search these bodies for any items that are needed. Wine's not needed, so we can go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna just go ahead and put in my skill now. So my armor rating needs to be at 40 in order to bring up our armor again, and I don't have anything for custom fit or anything else, so I cannot do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into our one-handed, which our next one is for 60, and then our next one for our ace or our mace is actually at 60 as well. So I still can't do anything for maces or for one-handed because I'm not using an axe, we're not using a sword, and we're not using dual wield. So really we have no reason to increase our one-handed without being kind of not needed, except for the fact that we can get Savage Strike or Critical Charge. Like, those would be our only reason, because this is a duel. And this is at 100, so we can't get that one yet either. But this is also a requirement of 50, and this is also a requirement of 50. And so this is more for a power attack, which I don't normally use a power attack. So again, this is why I'm saying this is kind of useless for me to get at this moment in time, because I don't use it. So then we go to block. We still can't get our next shield wall because we need 40 and we only have 37. So this is the deflect arrows, which is probably why I was thinking, why are we getting damage? Well, because my dumbass didn't get deflect arrows. So then it goes up into these ones, which I can't get at the moment. But we are able to now get Deadly Bash at level 50 because we did unlock Power Bash. So really the only thing I can think of doing is increasing our smithing, or maybe like our restoration or destruction. I really could, but we said we couldn't do this one. I could do our archery, but we're not working on archery right now, so that also seems kind of useless to me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take our fighting stance, even though it doesn't seem like I really need it at the moment. It might come in handy if I remember about it. So we're gonna go ahead and get fighting stance, and I'm gonna cross it off that we got it. You like that I've played this so much that I can make comments about the game and not spoil anything. You started playing it a little over 2 weeks ago. Smithing or enchanting, those really help out. So with smithing, the best thing I can tell you to do to increase that is to, when you're building a house, use it for using it on the nails and stuff, because that will increase your smithing level super quick. And that's the same thing with enchanting. Just keep disenchanting and enchanting. You can also use specific potions to increase those with how much you earn back for when you use it. And those also help. And I'm trying not to spoil anything. How I'm trying to run this is as if the person watching me has never played Skyrim before. And I'm the type of person that I would rather help you if you're struggling, or you've never played a specific spot before, so that you can go, oh, okay, well, I can see that she sees, or that she did that, so maybe, you know, if I try that, it will work for me. I also definitely like taking in tips and stuff when I'm playing Skyrim, because there's some stuff in Skyrim that maybe I haven't seen or I haven't done myself either. So it's always good when you're playing a solo game, even if you've played it multiple times, if you ask for help or, you know, whatever, then, you know, you can ask the streamer, or, you know, ask your chat, hey, have you ever seen or did this part yet? And then kind of like bounce off from each other rather than, you know, just sitting there being stuck. So for this one, we're gonna check to see if we have this book. I don't think I do, but I'm going to double check. It's called A Dance in Fire. It is volume 3. There is several different volumes of Dance in the Fire, and so this, we have to make sure we cross off the correct book. So this is A Dance in Fire, and we do not have volume 3 yet, so I can go ahead and cross it off, and then I can take it. And then also in this inventory, I didn't read it, which it's not a readable, I mean, you can read it, but it's not a skill or a functional. That is why I didn't read it. Normally I would. But I can go ahead and take his potion of healing and this jeweled necklace. I don't need the boots or the clothes. That's why I'm only sticking to tips and not quests. Yeah. So, I'll try to give as many, like, tips as possible, because I would rather make sure that you're doing well in your game and know what to expect or what to do in order to further yourself, rather than getting stuck in a specific location. I had a pencil. Where did it go? Am I sitting on it? Asking where my pencil is so I can put a check mark next to it so I know that I saved when I picked up the book. Alright, what time is it? We got about 10 minutes, so I can probably run through this little area now real quick before I have to go pick up my littles. Alright, so we're going to take the bear pelt and that barrel, the stuff in the barrel, because it was an ingredient, and then we're going to go ahead and see if we can pick this up. We can, because it's a hide. I was just making sure it was a hide. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and leave the food now, because I don't know how much of it I'm gonna need, but I think I do have a couple more. I have a couple, so I have 150 worth of health potion that I can use, and that's not including the food that I've picked up as well. So we do have some stuff that we can use to our advantage here. And now I'm gonna go from this doorway. I'm bypassing the stairs right now, and I'm going to this back spot, like this back little spot. So for this area, there is this back room right here, and it's got some odds and ends, but there's also a chest called 2. I did save, I quick saved. So I'm gonna take everything in this chest, and now we got a master lock, which is probably gonna take my whole 10 minutes to unlock. Like it did yesterday. I literally was at a master lock before I had to go pick them up yesterday too. And you gotta take the master locks a little bit slower than you would for the other locks. Mainly because it's a very finicky spot. But notice each time I break a lockpick, it increases my lockpick level. And I'm gonna take this slow because again, it's gonna immediately break. I think it was about right here. Nope, it wasn't. It was a little bit further up. So what I'm trying to use as my reference is that little bubble right there. That's what I'm going to try and use as my little reference key for when I start moving it. Okay, so that wasn't far enough. So now I'm going to go a little bit further this way, to the right. This is a little bit further. So no, I have to go closer to the left of the side of that little tiny bubble. And depending on how far away you're sitting from your TV or how big your TV is, you may not even realize the little indentations in the lockpicks or the lock sections, so it may be a little bit harder. The struggles, I know, 100% master locks are my kryptonite. Without an unbreakable lock or without the unbreakable lockpick skill. 100%. Bastard. Alright. So, I should not pick up this shield because it's a heavy armor shield. However, it is valuable. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the shield and I'm going to sell it. Because it's worth over 100 gold, I'm going to sell it. If it were like 150, I'd probably be leaning on the fence of do I really need to take it or not. But it was, what, 220, I think? Yeah, it was 225. So that should get me about 100 to 120 gold, roughly, by selling. We've already searched that chest. Just because when you sell stuff, it sells a little bit lower per usual. Because, you know, game logic. My phone, or my Fitbit just told me my alarm's about to come up, which is fine because we're almost done with this little section, which is what I said we were probably going to finish. And it looks like we may actually finish it before I have to go for this little part of the room. So there is nothing in this little cavern, so you don't need to check it. Make sure you're looking on the tops of barrels and stuff, because sometimes you'll find a book or maybe a gold or some potions or whatever. So always check the tops of the barrels and stuff. Come on, hit me. No? No, you're gonna hit me when I'm swinging, and then I'm gonna get hit. And Ayla's missing, so that's got me a little worried here. Ooh! Shit! And I'm trying my best to, like... Crap, I got healed. I'm trying my best to, like, try and predict where he's trying to aim at. And it's just not in my favor. The locks in Skyrim seem harder than in Fallout 4. They can be. It really also depends. So like, if you can get the skill where you don't break lockpicks, or you get the Daedric artifact lockpick, you don't really have to worry about it at that point. It's just a matter of taking your time and trying to find it rather than worrying about the lockpick thing. This is why I will always, always, always say, if you are in a shop, buy the lockpicks. Unless you are trying to save up to buy one of the houses or like a specific thing for a house, I wouldn't, you know, buy the lockpicks then, but always buy lockpicks, guys. If you are a person that likes to do what I do and try and unlock everything, because, you know, that happens, definitely always buy some lockpicks. And I'm not going to sneak now. I know there's these ones dead, and I'm just going to go ahead and search. That one's got gold. That's a regular iron dagger, so we don't need to take that. And you'll notice if it's glowing, if it's enchanted or not. Alright, so we're gonna search this knapsack. This is a Dance in the Fire Volume 3, which is the one we just picked up, so I don't need to take this book. So we're gonna go ahead and bypass the book and the cabbage, and we're gonna take everything that isn't the boots and the belted tunic as well. Then we're gonna see this book. It's ruined. We don't need it. These are ruined. Okay, now we can go ahead and search the cupboard. Oh, well, see, you get a bounty from stealing from the dead. Only if you get caught stealing. So for example, the person I killed in which I have stolen items from was a niece, and her cabin, I'll show you where her cabin is. Her cabin is right when you come out of Bleak Fall Barrow in Falkreath, on the side up here. So her little cabin comes out right about where you drop. So your drop is about like right in this area, maybe like over here, and then you stumble upon it. Well, if you go into her little basement area and then come out, she will start attacking you. However, you can steal all of her shit because A, there's no one around, and B, you're not going to get a bounty because no one's around to see you stealing it. And C, no one's going to see you actually killing her either. But I wait until she attacks me first, because then it's like, oh, well, you hit me first, so now I'm going to hit you back. So it's basically like you're revenge killing her. But she will send, you know, bounty hunters to come find you and kill you. However, if I were to go to Riverwood and steal something out in the open, or steal something off of a dead body, I would get a bounty of like, I think it's like 5 gold first, and then it just increases after that. It might only be 3 gold, but it's like 3 to 5 gold. It might be 10 gold. I don't know. I think I think it depends on the area and the item you're stealing. So say there's a dead body in Riverwood right now, and I stole a carrot off of them, I would get a bounty. However, because Anise is off in the middle of fucking nowhere, I can steal her shit. However, if you get caught or you speak to a guard while you have that bounty, if, you know, they don't catch you with that bounty, then you will get in trouble and probably get chased. Alright, so this is the importance of where this is a skill book. We don't need it. We already have it. And there is my timer. So I'm going to quick save. I'm going to manual save. And I have to end the stream here because I have to go get the little one. Alright. But no, so if you get caught stealing a dead body, you will get a bounty. If you do not get caught stealing off of a dead body, you should not get a bounty. Or dead body and bounty. Yeah. So if you're stealing off of a dead corpse, or if you're stealing off of a corpse and there's no one around, you should not. If someone is around and you get caught and you see it up in your top left corner, it will say bounty of whatever. That's the same thing if you break and enter and somebody catches you breaking and entering, you'll get a bounty off of that too. So you got to think, A, is somebody around, and B, you know, what can you get away with stealing before, you know, somebody catches you stealing or catches you while you're breaking and entering stealing. So then, in this case, if I were to talk to a guard, like manually go up and talk to an NPC guard, I wouldn't be like in trouble because A, I don't have a bounty because I didn't get caught for stealing from Anise because she was dead. But if I were to say, steal something out in the open, and then I go talk to a guard and like, so say I stole something and I left and then I came back and no one realized it was me, and I spoke to a guard, then it would tell me, oh, hey, you have a bounty, you're a wanted woman or a wanted man, depending on the sex of your character, and then they'll be like, oh shit, and then they'll start attacking you So you have to hurry up and say, oh, I'm gonna pay my bounty, I'm gonna pay my bounty. So it really just depends on like if you get caught or not. That's really the only reason you would get a bounty is if you get caught. So yes and no, I guess would be the answer to your question, Scooby, is yes or no. It really just depends. But guys, I will be back on in a couple of hours, depending on A, my children, and B, if Zach comes home early or not. I may or may not pick up Skyrim when I get back on, depending on if Scooby and Zach are both home. Then I'll probably be streaming Overwatch. If Zach's not home yet, I will be streaming Skyrim. So thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys all in a little bit, hopefully. If not, I will see you guys all tomorrow.